Sibiu City Festival s-a desfășurat în perioada 27-29 iulie 2017 și a lansat prima ediție a European Music Conference și cea de-a 12-a ediție a Festivalului ARTmania. Dialogul inițiat la această primă ediție a atras experți, autorități ale statului implicate în reglementarea sectorului creativ, promotori români și operatori internaționali, organizatori de mari festivaluri și spectacole, specialiști în securitate, presa română și cea internațională și foarte mulți artiști, atât consacrați cât și tineri dornici să se lanseze în această aventură inițiată de ARTmania. Dezbaterea între entitățile care activează în industria muzicală din România, din sectorul privat, organizatori de spectacole, experți internaționali și autorități ale statului direct implicate în reglementările legislative ale acestei industrii au fost intense și constructive. Experiențele în domeniu au adus un plus acestei prime ediții a conferinței în contextul unei piețe aflate în ultimii ani în continuă creștere și mai ales al problematicilor actuale de securitate din jurul marilor evenimente culturale. Sibiul a vibrat în aceste zile prin toate arterele sale la festivalul ARTmania 2017, cu muzică bună, cu momente inedite și mai ales cu un public cucerit și răsfățat de organizatorii din acest an.
It's such a pleasure to be here at the first ever one, which is incredible. I've only ever played one show before in the wonderful country. Played the Summer World Music Festival in 2011, so a long time since I've been here, so thank you for having me. And yeah, looking forward to playing in your beautiful city. Looks nice out there.
Bună ziua, mă bucur să fiu aici, spune domnul Alespler. Am mai fost o singură dată în România, în 2011, la un festival, iar ceea ce se întâmplă aici și ceea ce am văzut afară arată foarte frumos, așa că aștept cu bucurie să cânt pentru dumneavoastră.
O să-i dăm cuvântul colegului nostru, Ruud Berends, Eurosonic Norderslag International Festival Forum, la care, cum spuneam mai devreme, formațiile noi își lansează produsul muzical și care de asemenea au o platformă de schimb informațional între organizatori, între autorități și cred că ca inspirație pentru East European Music Conference au fost și aceste conferințe. Ne bucurăm foarte mult că este alături de noi.
I think like Culturii already explained what I do as far as I understood. And I also think she already explained like why we do the East European Music Conference in Sibiu, and I think it's really great to be here. I think Sibiu is a lovely city and has a perfect layout for festivals and events now and in the future. What we do at the conference is present, discuss and exchange information on law, legislation, health and safety regulations, environmental problems, green and clean, solutions, security, and taxes. We fly in around 20 high-level international music industry professionals to share and discuss knowledge and information on all these issues with our Romanian music industry family. When Culturii asked me to help her to set up this conference, I had to think back of the region conference organized by our mutual friend Frisina Tsep in Budapest many years ago, and also the CTEP program of Eurosonic, both meant to stimulate the whole CEE region to work together, exchange, learn and network in order to compete on the international marketplace. So this is what we're going to discuss at the conference, Friday and Saturday, and I look forward to see you all there.
Foarte bine și este perfect pentru festivaluri și probabil va fi și în viitor. La conferința noastră discutăm lucruri legate de legislație, de protecția mediului, de securitate și avem în jur de 20 de experți străini invitați pentru a discuta aceste probleme. A trebuit să mă gândesc puțin înapoi la primele evenimente de genul acesta pe care le-am organizat atunci când Codruța m-a rugat să mă implic în organizarea acestui eveniment și aștept cu plăcere zilele următoare.
Starting today in Sibiu is very important for the rock scene and in general for the music scene in Romania. How do you think this festival is seen outside Romania? Is it supported by artists and people in the music industry?
Well, that's a question of demand and offer. The music industry is very money orientated. So Codruța has to play the game and competing with other festivals to get the best possible lineup. But the whole Central Eastern European region is developing, and that's something which started at the region conference in Budapest about 10 years ago, and the CETA program from Eurosonic stimulated exchange in all the regional countries. And this market, together from the Baltics to the Balkan, is half the population of Europe. So it's in our view, it's a very big growth market. The general income here is low, the ticket price therefore is low, so the offers are lower than, let's for instance say Germany or Holland or France can offer for artists. But you see more and more artists coming to these countries to perform, because they depend so much on the live performances instead of the physical product.
How are the Romanian artists and the Romanian music scene are seen outside Romania, in Europe and the rest of the world, maybe on the major music scenes in the world, in the major cities that have festivals and music events? Are they appreciated? Are they known?
I think about 10-15 years ago they started to change. Audience, partly based on the internet, doesn't really care anymore where an artist is from. It can be Romanian, Portuguese, Finnish, Irish, Dutch or Belgium. If the band is good and the people like it, they will listen to it and they will go to live shows. So yes, it doesn't matter where you come from. So an act from Romania can be as successful as an act from England or America. But you have to be really good and really special and really different and really work hard and market yourself in a very unique way to get the attention, because the internet is so big and there's so many artists out there.
What are the chances of a very young artist who can really do a good job, musically speaking, to be promoted and actually have success in a market based on business, not on actual music, when you need to be popular more than you need to be actually good at what you're doing? Do they have a chance?
Well, how is an artist supposed to do that?
Yeah.
Well, that's the golden question, isn't it?
Because everything is, it looks like everything is about money, so maybe they're good, but maybe they can't actually reach the...
No, I mean everything translates into money.
Yeah.
But at the first step, an artist has to find an audience.
Yeah.
And the audience you find nowadays on the streaming services, on YouTube, on the internet. And if you have enough followers, enough streams, enough whatevers,
You will catch the attention of people who matter.
yes, and then you get you might get a record company, you might get a manager, you might get an agent who knows all the right people in the right places. And then Eurosonic is one of these places where we have only European music and where we only program baby bands, small, unknown, high-quality artists. And we bring all the buyers and all the media from the rest of Europe to come and have a look at Romanian, Polish, German, Irish, Finnish, Swedish, Dutch, Belgium, bands from all the countries within the European Union. That's the unique thing of Eurosonic. And it really works well, because if a festival sees a baby band at a showcase festival and they really love it and they book it at their festival, then suddenly your career takes off, because the festival in each country has, the media is there, the music industry, local and national, is there, so that is a very easy way to be seen by all the decision makers.
Are there radio TV station artists in Brussels, as I said?
Studio Brussels,
Yeah.
I know very well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Of course.
They are trying to promote young, good musicians.
Yeah.
No, actually he's the artist we were talking about.
Again. Submit your act for Eurosonic.
Oh,
That's the best pass.
okay.
And Reeperbahn and Mama and all the showcase events in Europe. That's where we all go to check out what's hot and what's not.
what should we do to stand out from the other 5,000 contestants in this race?
Well, we select on quality and ready for the festivals.
Eu vreau să vă spun tuturor, bine ați venit la Primăria Sibiu, dar mai ales bine ați venit în Sibiu, un adevărat oraș festival, după cum spune și titlul acestei conferințe. Cred că sunteți cu toții de acord că Sibiul este o destinație, o locație culturală de excepție, orașul fiind o scenă potrivită și ușor adaptabilă la cele mai diverse tipuri de evenimente. La aceasta se adaugă faptul că administrația Sibiului, în speță Primăria Sibiu, și-a stabilit în strategia de dezvoltare a acestui oraș ca sarcină să susțină și să sprijine cultura, privită ca un vector al dezvoltării economice și turistice. În primul rând, autoritățile publice trebuie să susțină cultura și când vorbesc de autorități publice nu mă refer la cele locale și începând de la cel mai înalt nivel. Iar dacă vorbesc de susținerea culturii, nu doar la nivel declarativ, și mă refer la susținerea efectivă financiară a evenimentele culturale, a vieții culturale și, bineînțeles, prin investiții serioase în infrastructură. Sunt convinsă că această conferință, care pentru prima dată se ține în spațiul est-european, constituie o bună oportunitate de a se documenta pentru cei care organizează astfel de evenimente, de a avea un schimb fructos de informații, dialoguri și sper că se vor oglindi și în evenimentele care se vor organiza în 2018. Eu vă doresc mult succes, atât la conferință, cât și la Festivalul ARTmania. Văd că Piața Mare deja se umple. Sunt convinsă că toate geamurile aici vor trepida câteva seri la rând.
To Mrs. Julia Badia Gherita to tell us a few words from the perspective of the representative of the European Commission in Bucharest. Un festival este, așa cum știți, un motiv de bucurie, festivus în latină. Și de foarte multe secole, festivalurile sunt locuri unde oamenii se întâlnesc, spun povești, se bucură și fac astfel încât povestea lor să fie repovestită mai departe. Eu și cu doamna primar ne-am întâlnit acum câteva luni, într-o vizită a doamnei comisar Corina Crețu, care venise la București și a fost așa un schimb de priviri doar în timpul mesei, în timp ce toată lumea a discutat despre proiecte structurale, noi ne priveam. Și îmi ziceam că a funcționat chimia și mă întrebam, deja în mintea mă întrebam cum pot să aduc Comisia Europeană la Sibiu. S-a întâmplat. Suntem aici, suntem bucuroși să sprijinim acest proiect și suntem fericiți că ați acceptat să ne primiți cu un stand. Deci de mâine dimineață suntem în piață, în fața dumneavoastră, cu o expoziție interesantă care reface tocmai povestea Uniunii Europene, deci 60 de ani de la semnarea tratatelor de la Roma. Continuăm într-un fel povestea și dacă, nici eu, nici doamna primar nu mai putem visa proiecte atât de îndrăznețe, pentru că este rândul celor care vin după noi, noi avem un rol important. Noi transmitem mai departe aceste povești. Și este deloc neglijabil, pentru că dacă nu le-ar povesti nimeni, cum ar exista? Deci sper din tot sufletul ca acest festival să fie o poveste de succes, să avem ce povesti mai departe și eu la București și la Bruxelles și doamna primar când se va întâlni cu primarii din restul Europei și felicitări, Andreea!
first question goes to you, Gordon, and I want to ask the audience rather that if you have anything in mind, please speak up, just raise your hand. We're going to have mics for every one of you. We're probably going to go through one or two questions and then you can take over these guys, providing we stay inside the multiculturalism versus nationalism general theme. But this is an opening day and this is an opening panel, so really I feel like these guys belong to you. So think about it, and whatever question comes into your mind, please don't hesitate to ask. Now, Gordon, back to you.
Oh, so I was going to get Christoph to explain what Take a Stand is, and why did you come up with the idea of Take a Stand? Was there some kind of catalyst that prompted you to launch it?
Basically, you know, the European Festival Association, we worked on, as I said, various topics. We tried to make the events safer. We were talking about sustainable food, green and clean, and do everything. What we felt in the last years was, you know, that there was some things happening. There was the refugee crisis. There was the financial crisis in Greece. There was a lot of things happening really in Paris and in Munich and everywhere, which really shaken up everybody, I think, in the business. What we felt at that time is that the whole, you know, should we do like a kind of a mission statement for what are the festivals standing for? So about 2 years ago we created this mission statement that the festival promoters for what kind of values we stand for. And it was the same time when the European Commission said, you know, finally after efforts of many years, there should be a music program dedicated to music, really a program which supports music and the idea.
Surely, there's a nice horizon ahead of us. Peace for humanity, unity, anti-racism, whatever. But how do you translate it? How do you make it palatable to the festival goers? How do you, you know, promote your values? And which are they? Frizina, for instance, how do you see this is more like a political message, isn't it?
First of all, a festival is about fun. That's the most important thing. And it's a gathering of people, one space, one time, and it really doesn't matter where these people are coming from. It doesn't matter what your religion is. It doesn't matter what your skin color is. It really doesn't matter what sexual orientation you have or what language you speak, which country you come from. That's the beauty of a festival, and in our views, festivals are currently the peace projects of Europe, of the European Union, I would say, because in those moments when you are together, sharing the beauty of a festival site, enjoying the artistic and creative creation, tasting the foods that is provided to you, tasting the drinks maybe of that special region, of that special country, enjoying the music that is presented on stage from various amazing artists coming from different parts of the world. And you are standing together, sitting together, walking together with people that you maybe don't know, but suddenly you enjoy the same thing and you feel the same thing, and that brings you together. That's something. It's a feeling of unity.
Guido, when you're programming your festivals or your events, do you feel any sense of responsibility to try and keep it as multicultural as possible? When you're booking the acts, do you think, oh, we better have somebody from Senegal?
We better have somebody what?
From Senegal or from somewhere in Africa to make it.
Yeah. No, I have to say when we talk about standalone shows, we're just looking at what could work from a financial point of view in Romania. What do we think that the people would be willing to buy a ticket for? That's the standalone shows. It's an interesting discussion because in 2007 we set up, and I hope nobody's mind me saying that, what I would like to call the first big international with the International Artists Festival in Bucharest, which was Best Fest, where basically the idea was we have an amazing sponsor market. Romanians are crazy for entertainment. They like to be entertained. They're outgoing people. So let's give them the biggest festival in terms of names that we can give them. That was about all the philosophy that was behind the festival. Well, I can tell you it didn't work, because even if we brought them the biggest names, from anything from Marilyn Manson to Pink to Nelly Furtado to Wu-Tang Clan, I mean, a lot of acts that you have never seen and had never seen till that moment in Romania. The festival somehow didn't give people the feeling that it was their festival. It was just something big that we kind of imposed on them. So, and I think that's one of the main reasons why the festival in the end didn't work. So in 2013 we decided to take a break, because also financially it didn't work. I mean, we had the crisis coming and all of a sudden there were no sponsors anymore, and we had to take smaller acts, and people were saying, well, that's not Best Fest anymore, because Best Fest is with big acts. So, and we didn't create a report to the community. So we now are actually in the middle of well, at the last 100 meters for a new festival, which is called Awake, and which has a philosophy behind it, which we're doing in Târgu Mureș, which is where you have a 50% Romanian and a 50% Hungarian community, and where we put emphasis not only on music but also on art, on the local community. We ask artists to create artworks for the festival, and not just asking them to create them, but also giving them a financial incentive to be able to make their art and to expose it there. We are encouraging people we have the forest library, we have discussion groups where people can come and discuss.